Coming up on Fulton Today, time is running out for residents who failed to respond to jury summons. We'll have details of what will happen to the no-shows. And the next generation of leaders are recognized for their public service. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. The grace period for jury duty no-shows is about to run out. This is the final week that citizens who didn't respond to their jury summons can reschedule without penalty. Now, after this week, failure to appear could result in fines and possibly jail time. Superior Court Administrator Yolanda Lewis is here now to talk to us about the amnesty period. Welcome back to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
So as I understand it, Yolanda, this jury duty amnesty period started back in May. How is it going?
You know, this amnesty program has been a wonderful opportunity for our courts to really educate individuals, our citizens, about the importance of jury service. Amnesty Month is still going on right now. We will run it till May 31st. We've had under 100 people actually go through the amnesty process. But here's the important part. We've had over 30,000 letters that we've sent out since 2011, and thousands of people have actually rescheduled their jury service. And so what we know is that people are taking this serious because our judges and our court is taking it serious, and we're looking to really have those people come in and actually participate in the process from this point forward.
And so just how many jurors are needed each month?
Well, that's a moving target because, as you know, we have so many cases in Fulton County. Our court handles so many criminal cases, but also civil cases. I will tell you this. On any given month, we need up to 800 jurors to actually support our trial calendars. During busy trial weeks, we can require even more citizens to actually come in and serve jury. So it really just depends on how many individuals actually need trials, but it is a pretty busy court, and so we always see a lot of our citizens here each week.
And can you speak now about the need to have diversity in the pool of prospective jurors?
Diversity is a part of every facet of our society. Fulton County is a very diverse county, and we have a lot of people who come before the court, and whether they are litigants or defendants, the diversity is the one thing that's consistent. And so having a diverse jury pool ensures that individuals have a shot at having a fair trial that is judged by their peers, and to ensure that everyone have a fair opportunity to have people from their community, our community, that look like the jury pool so that they can have their day in court and their shot at receiving justice. And
Yolanda, what is the next step?
You know, our Jury Amnesty Month will end on May 31st. Our next step will be the show cause phase. Show causes or notices are simply when we have the sheriff's office to actually serve citizens with a legal document that requires that they show up before a judge. In these instances, the citizens will have to explain to the judge why they have not shown up for jury service, and that's a very ironic position to be in. So essentially, if they had come for jury duty, they would have served on a jury, and now they'll be a litigant in a case. And so we really want people to take advantage of this process and show up before May 31st.
And let me get your final comments.
You know, we've said this so many times. We really need our citizens to participate in the process. Our courts simply could not operate without them. We want our citizens to be here to serve on jury service because it's a civic duty, but more importantly, it's the law. It's not an option, it is the law. If there's anything that we can do to help our citizens participate in the process more effectively, if you have personal or professional obligations that are preventing them from showing up, we're a phone call away. We're here to help. While we are the court, we are here to help, and so we want our citizens to give us a call. We want to see you here for jury service and not as a litigant in our court.
All right, Superior Court Administrator Yolanda Lewis, always great information. Thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for covering this important issue.
Now, to address any jury duty related issues, you can contact the Superior Court Administration Office. Now, from divorces to child custody cases, residents get some important and helpful legal information. Legal professionals offer the free advice during Family Law Community Day.
We have provided this forum in hopes that you would have a better understanding of what we do and the decisions we make in family court.
Judge Bensonetta Tipton Lane and her colleagues from Superior Court, Atlanta Legal Aid, and the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Association answered the questions about family legal matters. Superior Court officials say they are seeing an increase in the number of citizens who choose to represent themselves. Attorneys gave important information on a number of topics ranging from contempt to child custody cases.
The legal system can be very intimidating, and some of the language can be very scary.
I had a family matter that I was trying to resolve, and I got my question answered.
The Family Law Information Center offers free legal clinics, help with filing legal forms, and domestic violence assistance. An international delegation takes note from Fulton election officials. Visitors from the Republic of Georgia were greeted by Director Sam Westmoreland. He gave the group a briefing on the American election process. The delegation came to the county to learn how to better conduct elections in their own country. The Republic of Georgia will hold parliamentary elections this year and presidential elections in 2013.
As other countries strive to reach those same goals, they continue to look to us to provide leadership.
According to the 2012 CIA figures, the population of the Republic of Georgia is estimated at 4.5 million. Fulton County is Georgia's sister country. Well, service to all, second to none. That is the motto of the Fulton County Fire Department, and students attending Fulton County Citizens University learn exactly what that means. The fire chief gave students an overview of the department and the many jobs they perform.
Firefighting is probably it is a very dangerous job, but all of my folks will tell you it is the best job that I have ever had, and they'll probably tell you the same thing.
From rescue equipment to fire trucks, students saw firsthand what it takes to be a first responder. Some of the firefighters' responsibilities were even a surprise to the students.
They cut trees after they fall, after storms. They rescue people. They're called for medical reasons, fire reasons. They are some very busy people.
A couple of students even got a chance to walk in the firefighters' shoes and learned the importance of life-saving equipment in their own homes.
They talked to us about carbon monoxide and where we should have those monitors. And right now I know that my carbon monoxide monitor, the only one that I have, is on my second floor near my son's bedroom. And I actually should have one downstairs near my HVAC unit.
Next week, students will join South Fulton residents and their commissioner at the quarterly listening session. Future leaders of the county are honored for their service and academic achievements. The recognition came during the 2012 Youth Commissioners Banquet.
The awards banquet capped off a successful year for the Youth Commissioners.
Here to recognize their efforts and encourage them to continue their works in the community and in their roles of leadership in the future.
Awards were given out for a number of achievements by seniors leaving the program.
I would like to call up Mr. Bruce Lee, Bill Chaudry for most intellectual, Trevor Tam for most dependable, most unique of the Youth Commission, Ms. Shaniqua Valhart, Ms. Elizabeth Wilkerson for most personality.
Although many of the students will be going on to college, they leave behind their commitment to improve the lives of others with their anti-bullying campaign. And their commitment to feed the homeless called Hope Box.
Did you sign up?
It was a part of a county commitment that started in 1999.
So how do we get these young people that are standing behind me to give up their time during their senior year? That's awesome. That is really commendable, and we have no need to worry, because by the time that they become of age and can really take over and get some things done in our country, I'm going to be so excited because I'll be able to sit back and relax because it's in good hands.
Armed with memories of their years in the program and tokens of appreciation, these young leaders look forward to their next conquest. To get information on becoming a youth commissioner, contact Reginald Crosley.
And still to come, volunteers get special treatment at one of the county's senior facilities. We'll tell you why in our district-by-district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A new one-stop health center officially opens next week, and a county program for young dads gets national attention. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage.
District 3 Commissioner Liz Houseman attends a meeting about North Fulton's water services. A transmission water main project is underway in 2 North Fulton cities. Members of the community learned that 7 miles of water mains will be installed in Alpharetta and in Johns Creek. This is just one part of a series of projects within North Fulton County.
Mainly, we've got a project that's going to be starting up here second week of July, putting in 54-inch water main just right near these residences, and let them know how to contact us and to try to make the whole process go a little smoother.
The project is expected to go on through 2014. And in District 4, volunteers are applauded for their hours of public service. Employees at the Dorothy C. Benson Senior Multipurpose Facility put on aprons to serve a group that typically serves others. The volunteer luncheon was a part of the Older Americans Month celebration in May.
The volunteers are very important. They help us with the daily operation of our facility. We run a 43,000 square foot facility with approximately 8 administrative staff. So without the 150 volunteers to help us fill in the voids throughout the day, it would definitely shut us down.
The Benson Multipurpose Complex also held a Community Day event and an Evening of the Arts in recognition of Older Americans Month. District 5 residents will soon have access to more health care in their community. The grand opening is next week for the Adamsville Regional Health Facility. The one-stop health center will include a host of services, including HIV/AIDS screenings and treatment, dental care, primary and behavioral health, perinatal case management, and pregnancy testing.
We have a one-stop shop for all the community to come and to see about their health needs. Prevention is what we are pushing, but it is great to have West End Medical Center join us with quality primary care physicians. For here in Fulton County, we have zero tolerance for health disparities.
The facility will officially open to the public on June 7th. We'll take a closer look at some of the services at the center later in the show. And finally, in District 7, the county's Teen Dad program that received national acclaim is now getting some financial assistance from the state. The Georgia Department of Human Services Division of Family and Children Services has awarded $25,000 to the program. Earlier this year, the program was featured on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Commissioner William Bill Edwards initiated the program for young fathers in his district.
The end of the program as dads, hopefully we can get them to fathers at the end of the program.
Commissioner Edwards had some important advice for the young fathers.
You have a responsibility, that you must live up to that responsibility, and that there's hope at the end of the tunnel, not only for the teen dad, but for the child and the mother.
Just over a dozen slots are available for the program. Classes will begin July 10th, and the deadline to apply is July 1st. For more information, you can call 404-613-8738. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm Melissa Lewis.
All right, thank you very much. And still to come, county employees spring towards better health. We'll tell you what that means when we come back.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
In this week's Common Ground report, the official grand opening is just a week away for the Adamsville Regional Health Center. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn has the story. Lynn?
Shania, this is the Adamsville Health Center's community garden. The beds have been planted and secured with two goals in mind. First, they will be used to teach people how to grow their own food. And secondly, working in the garden will be a good source of exercise. In a conference room on the main level, the Health and Human Services Management team held its last pre-opening meeting, then took a walking tour of the center. The team makes its way down the wide stairs to the health services area. They check to make sure computers, photocopiers, and telephones will be in the most effective and convenient places. They give the offices and the public spaces the once-over. Very soon now, the center will be open for business. The Deputy Director of Environmental Health Services, Kevin Jones, takes FGTV to the outdoor spaces. He describes the benefits of the community garden and a proposed bicycle walking trail that's in the works.
What we want to do is we want to promote healthy eating and healthy living styles. So there are going to be classes teaching people how to plant their own vegetable gardens, and also they can use this over here as a resource for themselves for food. It's going to be more like also a teaching tool. So if you want to go home and plant your own vegetable garden, that's something that you can do. And it's part of a holistic process of promoting a healthy lifestyle. There's a very nice walking trail that we have behind the community garden where people can go and take a walk and just kind of commune with nature. It's not all about just clinical health. What we're trying to do is a whole integrated health process, and healthy eating and healthy living and exercising is part of that process.
Some of the planting beds are higher than the others. They have been raised to accommodate persons who use wheelchairs. The county wants to make sure that everyone has equal access to every part of the new Adamsville Regional Health Center. In Southwest Atlanta, I'm Lynn Vaughn, FGTV.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Now, we can't say it enough. Please join us for the Adamsville Regional Health Center grand opening Thursday, June 7th at 11 a.m. You can tour the building, and staff members will be present to answer questions about all of the new services. Fulton County employees spring into wellness again this year.
They having fun. They come every year.
Facilities custodial staffer DeAndre Thompson says his children look forward to the Centennial Olympic Park event each spring. Now in his third year, Spring into Wellness makes it convenient for employees and their families to have health screenings for blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose levels.
We just understand that we need to promote wellness, not just physically, but from a morale standpoint. So we want to do whatever we can to give people time to fellowship together, have fun outside of work, and get active.
County staff appreciated both the exercise and the selection of healthy foods.
We have a lot of healthy vendors, their foods, they have a lot of fruit, good food over here, tofu, they got all kind of stir fries and things like that, you know, plenty of water, organic juices.
We just had a great vegan lunch too, and this is it. So you have like the carnivores and the herbivores can get whatever they want here today.
The Fulton Employee Health and Wellness Committee keeping workers well to better serve the citizens of the county. Last year, the environmental health team introduced an eco-friendly larvicide to keep the mosquitoes away, and this year they've gotten even greener. In keeping with the goals of the county's green team, the vendor contracted to larvicide communities will do so riding bicycles. The catch basins in the neighborhoods around Ponce de Leon Terrace and Barnett Street in northeast Atlanta are getting the once-over on this day. It's quite a workout for the sprayer, too.
While larvicide and catch basins by bicycle can be challenging due to the hills and traffic, we feel it's worth it because we're making a difference in the environment in Fulton County.
Experts are predicting normal mosquito activity over the next few weeks, but still advise that you get rid of any standing water around your home and use environmentally safe repellents at dusk and dawn, the peak times for mosquito activity. For more information, you can contact the Fulton County Division of Environmental Health at 404-613-1301, or you can go online. And when we return, a look back at the kickoff for the summer concert series in South Fulton. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
An annual county spelling bee goes old school, literally.
Momentum. M-O-M-E-N-T-U-M. Momentum. Correct.
Seniors at the Helene S. Mills Multipurpose Facility participated in the third annual competition.
Anticoagulant. A-N-T-I-C-O-A-G-U-L-A-N-T. Anticoagulant.
9 contestants participated in the bee, going through dozens of words before contestants reached the championship round.
We're down to our final 2 spellers.
As the words got tougher, so did the competition.
Seismograph.
And finally, it paid off for one of the contestants. Flora Williams took home first prize.
I have always loved spelling.
Of course, all the contestants were winners. Besides being just a lot of fun, the ABCs of spelling bees are good for brain health and socialization. And speaking of old school, it was all about old school at the kickoff of the summer concert series at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. R&B and hip-hop legends Dougie Fresh and New Edition kicked off the Funk Fest weekend, and Erykah Badu wrapped up the first weekend. Thousands of people packed the South Fulton venue, and everyone got into the groove.
It's nice. I like this place. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, for me, it felt like it was a lot easier. It was more spacious and Chastain. You know, there's different things. I like the whole setup. I can't see Erykah Badu.
The next Wolf Creek concert is June 9th and will feature Angie Stone, Ken Ford, and Milkshake. You can visit the Wolf Creek website for more information. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey, or you can call or email us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.